Alright guys, Kazoo71 here on my playthrough on Scorched Earth. Last week tamed the Lymantria and Argentavis and finished my main building on my base. And finished it for now, I'd say. I'm going to expand it later. So what I'm doing now is I'm on Argentavis and I am decided to go fly around to work on finding some explorer notes. Now there's a bunch of explorer notes on this map. And as I was out here, I just realized I didn't have a tent. Oh, look, there's an explorer note right there. Let me grab this. So I was attacking that Lymantria so I could get some silk. I just want to see if I could kill it real quick. I could always land on the ground and harvest the purple flowers, but I was trying to see if I could kill it, and I'm going to keep going on it. But I'll show you guys the maps as I'm going. But you can see the little pillars where I'm at, where that little explorer note was. So I apologize on this one. What I was trying to do was trying to show you guys the map each time I saw an explorer note, but I definitely failed to do that. So I'm not the perfect at doing these videos, but I will give you guys an idea where they are. I'll show you where I'm at on the map, or I'll show you where I'm at, actually, some landmarks and stuff. Try to key them in. I'm not going to show you guys all the explorer notes, but I do about 10 maybe on this playthrough, on this episode here, but we'll find out, and I'll show you guys what we got. So let's make a tent here real quick. That way, if I'm out flying around and my Jerboa starts telling me there's a storm coming, I need to get into safety, I can do so. The lightning storm, not a big deal when you're flying around. The two that can bother you are the sandstorm and the heat wave. The sandstorm definitely, because flying around, it will stop you from flying. It will like slow you to nothing. You won't be able to see anything. So you can see the map there I just showed you guys. That's what I'm saying. I showed you about where I'm at, so you get an idea. And in these pillars here, and as you can see, I haven't explored the whole map yet, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to clear it out. If you guys haven't watched the other ones, I mentioned in the first one, what I did was I had to reset my entire Ark game on my computer, because for some reason, every once in a while, Wildcards updates will wipe key pieces of the game out, and you can use these this one way to fix it inside the Steam app. But sometimes, on rare occasions, it won't fix. And this time it wouldn't fix. So I had to delete the folder and reinstall the entire game, which was very annoying. So there's a Titanosaur. As you can see, I just wanted to show you guys that part. Now, granted, I don't blame Wildcard for it. Patches are very picky. A lot of people blame them and say, hey, you guys messed it up. And it technically is their fault. But, I mean, mistakes happen. I mean, it's just how life goes. So there's a rock elemental right there, and as you can see, I'm just, like I said, continue to fly around looking, trying to find whatever I can, see if there's anything worth taming, anything I want to mess with. I'm looking for that Uteranus. My partner on the map here, she wants some Uteranus females, don't matter what level, so we can get eggs to make kibble, because that's the easiest way to make the extraordinary kibble on this map. And I am still close to the red obelisk. I'm really not that far away, but there's another building. So basically on this map, guys, anytime you see a building structure on Scorched Earth, there is almost always going to be an explorer note. There is the rare occasions there won't be, but almost always you will find one. So you can pause there and look at it if you want to. And let's just flash forward a little bit here. So I'll show you guys the map again where I'm at. Just went down the hill a little bit. I'm kind of on the edge of the dunes and just looking around. Like I said, I'm just seeing if there's anything cool I want to tame, but I'm also looking for explorer notes. And anytime I see a building, I'm darting towards it, because like I said, there's almost always an explorer note, and I'm going to see how many I can pick up. So later on, after this one, I went around and did the dunes, and you guys will see in a later episode, and I found a bunch more. I just decided to circle the dunes. So anytime I'm doing this, guys, you guys want to read those, pause and read them. I don't like to waste time reading them. There were some I was reading later on in the game, but it's just annoying. There's so much reading. The cool thing that Wildcard is doing, by the way, they have two actors that they're paying to voice over the explorer notes. So Helena, Rockwell, all these notes are going to be voiced over. The other thing they're doing for Scorched Earth is they are putting an ascension in Scorched Earth, which they said they would not do, but recently, about a week ago, they had an announcement, and Cedric was talking about they are doing the ascension, even though they said they weren't. So in the big live stream they did on Twitch, they announced the ascension, so it's pretty cool. So now all the maps are going to have ascensions. There's another Explorer note or another area. So they're also adding another dino to this Ark game, so in the early game. So we're going to have another dino added, and I don't know if they're going to add it to all the maps or how that's going to work, but supposedly from the thing, it may be bigger than a Carnotaurus. So here I am a little further along on the map, and I'll show you guys a map in a bit. But I just saw this Tapeara fly under me, and I'm still trying to decide how to do the wyverns. So there's no pterodons on this map, but there are Tapeara, and there are quite a few of them. So fortunately for me, I have a harpoon with the net projectiles. So what I can do is I can harpoon these guys instead of using a bola. Now, if you don't know how to tame a Tapeara, easiest way to do it, there's two ways. Okay, number one, early game, when you're just trying to figure it out and you got a bola, you want to try to sneak up on it, bola it, and then dart it. Now, it's very like a pterodon, so you're going to need some prime meat or something. But here's the harpoon and net projectile. And then I'll get back to what I was saying. So you learn these two at level 43. The net projectile was released on Genesis Part 2 and later on Lost Island. So I'm not sure if you have those if you don't have those maps, if you can use it or not. Now on this, I'm also using a Longneck rifle and some shock and tranquilizer darts that I brought over from the island. So you learn the Longneck rifle at level 35, the darts at 96. On Scorched Earth, you will not be able to use shock and tranquilizer darts unless you bring them over. So you're going to have to use the tranquilizer darts that you learn at level 62. Now, what I was saying about the Tapeara is you're going to use some prime meat and stuff on them. So you can bola them to knock them down. The other way to do it early game is, if you can't sneak up on them and you got some rare flowers, you can fly up to them, eat some rare flowers, and they will chase you mad as a nest of hornets. I mean, they just get really, really mad. And they'll chase you all the way to the ground, so make sure you keep eating those rare flowers. You land on the ground, and they will circle your bird and just keep attacking your bird, and you can try to bola them that way. Now, if you build like a little building with a dino gateway, you could fly into the building with the dino gateway, and then you could close the door, and then they would be stuck inside. Another way to do it. There's a castle on Valguero over in the trees, and if you lead them into that, you can use that as a trap. There's a couple other buildings on some maps that you can lead them into, and then they'll get stuck trying to get out. And that's another way to do it. But you can make a little building with a dino gateway, lead them in with rare flowers, shut the door. You can try to bowl them. The easiest way to do it is if you got a harpoon and a net projectile, and just knock that sucker down like I did this one. It's such a low level, it's just really cool colors. It's gonna only take me, I think it took me one shock and tranquilizer to dart. It's gonna take me one superior kibble to tame it. It's really easy. My settings are turned up a little bit, but not much more than official or your single player stuff. So I've been playing this game long enough. If you guys haven't heard me say it before, I don't need to sit here and wait 20 minutes for something to tame. I'm going to turn it up a little bit and, you know, tame stuff a little quicker. So just flash forward, just show you guys. There it is, tamed. I don't have these things on like instant tame like some people do on their servers, where that to me just takes all the fun out of it. I do have it tweaked a little bit, so it's a little, and I mean a little bit faster than normal, not much. So this is the blue obelisk. So I flew up to the blue one, top left corner of the map, and I'll show you guys the map in a minute. But I just want to show you guys where I was in relation to the blue obelisk when you see this next explorer note that I'm about to find. So I'm just flying towards the dunes from the blue obelisk. Alright, so heading straight out to the dunes, because I want to go explore the dunes a little bit. And there is another broken piece of building right there. And another explorer note. There you go. As you can see, I'm still in the same day if you see the daylight and everything, and you can see the bottom right and the top right, how much experience gain boost we're getting right now, me and my Argentavis. So just flash forward right there a little bit. So in these little oasis things like this, where they have water wells, quite often you can find a explorer note down there. This one did not have one, and that's probably because there was a building right here that's got one. So let's just look around this building. Like I said, almost every time you're going to find one. You just got to look. There are a few of these buildings that do not have them at them, but most of them do. And this one looks like it's inside that little opening right there. There it is. It's one of those ectopic jars. So we're going to walk in here and hit it. There we go. If you guys want to pause it and look at it. I'm not going to, because there is a Erythroplerodon coming at me. Alright, which we don't need to worry about. I'm just going to fly away. Okay, so we're going to fly this way. And this part I left in. I've been cutting them out like between clips, but I want to show you guys this direction because I want to show you this oasis up here. Because like I said, sometimes these oases will have explorer notes. And this is how I do the dunes. I just kind of go, you know, back and forth and towards the land, towards the edge of the map just a little bit, just kind of checking it all out. But I'm going to fly in this little oasis. This one's got some trees in it. And this might be the key. If it's got trees, maybe most of them have them. I don't know, but I just hit one, as you can see. And that was the wyvern one. And there we go. Let's move forward just a little bit. Not much further, just a little bit further in the direction I was going. And there's another building here. And like I said, there's gotta be one. There's almost always. Where's it at? Oh, look, it's on top of the building. That one's easy. Cool. Just land here, get some stamina real quick. And there's another one if you want to pause and look. And then on we go. Just move forward a little bit, that same direction I was heading. As you can see, I'm on the edge of the dunes here. There's another little broken up building here. Gonna land and grab this explorer note. I'm sorry I did that one kind of quick, but you can still be able to pause it if you wanted to read it. So I'm gonna head towards this mountain, and I'm heading towards the green obelisk a little bit. And then I turned to the left a little, went back out to the dunes just a little bit. And I'll show you guys the orientation to the green obelisk in just a moment. But there's the thing. Alright. And then that kind of landmass I'm facing, like straight ahead, the green obelisk is behind that, if you can see it. It's kind of pointing up in the air. I'm just going to keep heading this way a little bit, and I'm going to fast forward this one a little bit so you guys can just see which way I'm going. Oops, never mind. Scratch that. I decided not to fast forward that. I don't know what I was doing. I think there's a spot here I want to fast forward in a minute, but we'll see. I just skipped forward a little bit. Same direction I was flying, I just bumped it forward a little. So, but once again, this got this flashing across the bottom. If you guys enjoy watching these, please leave a like for me. It really helps me out, and I know there's a lot of way more popular YouTubers. Personally, I like my videos better. That's just my preference. I've gotten a lot of help from other YouTube videos, but I like to make them for beginners and single player, and if you're playing on your own server. I don't like to do it for official and stuff, and that's what these other people do, and they cheat stuff in. So I try to show you guys like how it would do if you didn't cheat anything in, which is what I don't do. There's another note if you want to pause it. Because I prefer to show you how it actually is, because the reality is this game is not like super easy. You got to do a lot of stuff to get where you got to get. Once you get there, it gets easy. So there's another oasis right there. Let's see if there's one in here. And like I said, not all of them have them. And I'm pretty sure, as I look pretty good in this one, I did not see one. Now I could have missed one, but you know, I did fly around and look pretty good there, but I didn't see one. There's some more broken down buildings over there. Let's kind of head that way. Flappy, flappy, flap. And there's tons of salt out here if you guys haven't been noticing. I mean, all that white stuff is salt. So if you need salt on this map to make preserving salt, which I think is kind of useless, but it will keep your stuff from spoiling quicker if you're in your dinos inventories. But I want them to spoil, because I want the spoiled meat, because there's a lot of stuff on here you need to tame with spoiled meat, and that's how you make narcotics. I want the spoiled meat. I can keep collecting stuff. Where's that note at? There's gotta be one. It's too big of an area to not have one. Where are you hiding at? Where are you? I know you're here. Do. Oh, there's another jar. Cool, got it. Alright, there you go if you need to pause it. Alright, onward. Onward! Like I said, what I was saying about the other YouTubers and stuff, they're going to fast forward a little bit. I mean, they do they're really helpful, but you know, I had one YouTuber, really popular YouTuber, steal an idea from me. It really made me mad, and I'm just like, I don't care. You steal my idea, pretend like it's your own, that's fine. It's one of my first videos. But and then again, you know, I get ideas from other people too. Like people make comments or, hey, do this or do that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Or I'll watch somebody else's video and see something they could have done, and I'll like, let's go do that because they didn't do that. Let me do that. Where's this thing out here? There's gotta be one. Here it is. It's right there in front of me. All right, let's move forward a little bit. And I went back to my base. It was getting kind of dark, so I headed back. I just want to show you guys that Tapejara that we tamed. And then we're going to move forward to the next day. I'm not going to sit here and show you guys the whole night. It's kind of boring. I try to make these where it's things you want to see and not just all the grinding. I do a lot of grinding. It takes a while, and this video is going to end up being about 25 minutes long, and it was 2 recordings that I had pieced together that were almost 4 hours. So yeah, it's a lot to do these. I record quite a bit and then kind of condense it down. So what I did was when I was flying out originally, I didn't show you guys this. I saw this Megatherium that was level. Oh look, another hold on a second, let's get this building. I don't remember seeing this one. Another note. Cool. Alright, got another note. But as you can see, the time went down. You see how I've only got 500 and something because it's a whole nother day and those timers ran out on me. But I saw a Megatherium that was level 130 that I wanted to tame, so came forward, flew around a little bit. I killed those wolves I was just looking at, and there's the Megatherium right there. So I'm pointing at it like you guys can see me. So once again, I'm going to use the Harpoon Launcher net projectile. Both learned at level 43, and like I said, the net projectile was released on Genesis 2 and Lost Island. So if you have those, you can definitely use them, but I'm not sure if you don't have them, if you can or not. So we're going to go ahead and net the Megatherium. And then there was a Microraptor on the ground here, which I hate these guys. So I can either kill it or trank it. So I'm going to pull out this Longneck rifle again, and I'm going to shoot this guy, knock him out so he don't bother me. And then we're going to go trank my Megatherium. I'm running out of these shocking Tranquilizer darts, so I got a little crazy taming stuff, so I'm going to have to go to these other trank darts eventually that you learned at level 62 that I just showed you. There we go. Come on, guy, go out. And I'm not using the awesome spyglass on this map like I am on Fjordor, because I'm trying to show you guys basically how it would work. And the only thing I'm using mod-wise on these is Superstructures and Dino Storage 2. The Dino Storage 2 acts like the cryopods, except for they were first, and they're better than the cryopod. So you can use cryopods. Get this other Microraptor knocked out. There's usually, I saw 3 of them, but I couldn't find the 3rd one. I should have just killed them, but that's okay. I tamed them. I remember my partner here, Harpy, playing with me. She told me that she likes these, so I'm going to throw some meat in them. My daughter likes them too. I can't stand these things. These things are annoying. They get some cool colors, though. They can look pretty cool, but they're just so annoying. 3 dinos I hate. Pegomastus, the stilly guy. The Ichia or whatever, that flying pelican bird, hate that thing. And then these Microraptors, just can't stand them. They're just so annoying. But it's part of the game. I mean, you got to deal with them to survive, and they put them in the game, so deal with it. All right, we're going to flash forward a little bit. I'm just kind of monitoring these guys. I'm going to tame these Microraptors, tame this Megatherium. And then we're going to see what else we can find here. So there's the first Microraptor that's tamed. Like I said, just skipping forward till it's tamed. As you can see, it was flying in the air, kind of weird. So I'm going to go ahead and soul ball this guy. And then we're going to flash forward again to the next one. Come on. A little glitchy there. I have noticed some glitches on Scorched Earth. I've gotten some weird lag that I don't get. I have a super fast computer, super fast internet, but I've gotten some strange lag on this map, and I don't know why. Just yesterday, last night when I was playing, I had to actually log off the map and log back in because it was like doing this jerky glitch. And then about 2 weeks ago, I was playing, and me and my daughter were taming. Oh, look, another explorer note here. Let's grab this. Taming some phoenixes, and I died like 4 times because I kept getting booted, and I got killed by a Rex, killed by a wolf, because my game was glitching everywhere and it booted me. It was so weird. Never had that problem. Been playing for like 6 years, and I've had that issue like one other time. So as you can see, I'm flying around the little mountain where the Megatherium is that I'm taming. So let's put them in the taming HUD. Come over here. Go ahead and pick up that Microraptor that tamed. That lovely, annoying little Microraptor. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we got that guy, and then we're just going to kind of go forward a little bit for this Megatherium. I don't want to... I'm just flying around. Let me just look, actually. Hang on a second. I'm going to jump forward, but let's see what's around here real quick. There's a Jaboa. I need an extra Jaboa in case I lose one. Where'd he go? What's that? Hello. Where'd you go, Jaboa? Oh, there he is under my bird. Taming the Jaboa. All you got to do is punch that sucker and knock it out. Alright? Pretty easy to tame. Throw some berries in them. Playing on official, you're playing on single player settings with nothing tweaked. You may have to put a couple of narco berries in it. Or a narcotic. That's it. Most of the time you don't. I've figured out, like, the way my settings are on here, I don't need to. It gets really close. It can go all the way down on the Tapeara and it's still tame. I want to narc it. But I do sometimes. Just cuz. Come on, little Jaboa. Come on, tame for me. There are narco berries. There you go. Eat a couple. Didn't need to do that, as you can see. Like I said, I didn't need to. I just did it. I don't know why I did it. It's because I don't do things that always make sense. Not the brightest or the sharpest tool in the shed, brightest light bulb in the house. Okay, anyway, so I'm by the Megatherium. There's a Carno here. My goal is to run the caves on this map, and I think I'm going to try the Carnos first because there are no baryonyx here, and I know Carnos can fit in the cave, and I may use a Megatherium. And there are also Thylacolios on this map, so yeah, Thylacolios would probably work too. But I'm going to start with a Carno. And here's a pretty good level Carno. It's not the greatest Carno in the world, but it will work. Get its attention, lead it back a little bit. Go ahead and net it with the harpoon and net projectile again. And we're going to knock it out because I still have shotgun tranquilizer darts. And there we go. Look at that. Unconscious. One shot. Low level on one shot. It probably would have taken 2 or 3 on a normal settings. So you pick him up. Go ahead and tame this Carno here, and we'll flash forward with this Carno, and then we're going to head back to my base because you guys don't want to watch this long lowering process tame stuff. And please don't think I'm complaining about other YouTubers. I know the YouTubers have been doing it for a lot longer than I have, and they got a lot more following, and it's cool. I just hope that my videos are helping. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm helping people that haven't played or don't play much or have questions that I've had that other players don't answer. Because they show videos to try to be entertaining. A lot of them, some of them do helpful videos. I try to do the helpful ones because that's what I'm doing. This little playthrough that I do, that I did on the island and then I'm doing on Scorched Earth, is a little entertaining but mostly helpful is what I'm trying to do. So let's go ahead and get back to my base here. I'm going to go ahead and flash forward here, and I am at the base. Let me throw this Megatherium out so you guys can see it. And I appreciate you guys watching if you did watch, and then if you enjoyed the video, please like, please subscribe, please leave comments if you have them. Anything you guys would interested in seeing me try to do on Scorched Earth, let me know, and I'll try to do it if I can. Just keep in mind I'm probably going to do pretty much everything on this map that you can do in this playthrough, but there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.